Hi guys, welcome back. So first of all, happy Christmas in July. That is such an exciting time because it's halfway to Christmas and you can start to think about what you're going to do in the next 6 months to really decorate and festive up your house. But for us, what I wanted to do is to celebrate this month with a pretty cool little series. And I was inspired by our recent life change where we are really getting into the Disney scene. And so I actually wanted to do this series on a little bit of a Disney theme spin. So this month we're going to be looking at Christmas trees that are going to be based on Disney princesses. So I'm really excited about this because I want to show you an elegant way to capture the essence of these themes, and I'm really excited to share the first one with you, which is going to be a beautiful frozen surprise. So guys, like always, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave all of the items in the description below that I have in this video today so that you can consider me your personal shopping assistant. Without further delay, guys, let's get started. This is Christmas tree number 1 in my mini-series, and this Christmas tree is based on the movie Frozen and Princess Elsa. This Christmas tree has such a beautiful, stunning, and glamorous look to it, and it could really be something that could go in any home. And one of the things that I tried to think about when I was creating these Christmas trees, yes, they are based on some of my favorite Disney characters, but I didn't want to make them too on the nose for these. I wanted them to be elegant Christmas trees. And so if you're making this Christmas tree for a little girl, you can of course go ahead and add in beautiful little frozen Christmas tree ornaments that are, maybe containing specific characters like Olaf, for example. But I wanted to just allude to the theme of my favorite characters and not necessarily give you exact replication of that theme into a tree. And so I believe because I've done it this way, the tree remains very elegant and very designer and something that can go in any home. And so I'm really excited about this Christmas tree. I think I'm even going to be doing a rendition of this in my own house with a couple of DIYs that I hopefully get to share with you later this year. So let's take a look at how we get this beautiful, elegant, frosty look into your home this Christmas season. So to get this Christmas tree, we're going to start with the tree base. I recommend that you could start with a couple of really nice options actually. So the first one would be a white Christmas tree base. These are a really nice option to give you a very frozen and icy appearance. And one of the things that I wanted to include here is also a slim Christmas tree, because if you're somebody who likes to add multiple Christmas tree themes into your home every year, slim Christmas trees are a good option because you don't need as much product to cover them and you can still get that nice appearance theme in any space in your home, even if it is a smaller space. Now, the next Christmas tree that I wanted to include in here, I love this tinsel one by Martha Stewart. I thought this was a gorgeous Christmas tree. I wanted to show you because this is going to really give you that glam effect. And of course, a classic flocked Christmas tree is going to be a really nice option too. You can get a really full one or one that looks very natural, and I think that that's going to give you a great underlying base for this Christmas tree. Now, the next category I typically go into is ribbon. And the funny thing is, for this Christmas tree, I'm not going to use any ribbon. I want to keep this Christmas tree really looking like it's just draped in icicles and snow. And so all the things that I'm going to add onto it are going to be somewhat draping and dripping. And so I don't necessarily want to add ribbon because I don't want to break this Christmas tree up too much. I want it to look like Elsa just came in and covered this thing completely in ice and froze it in place. So for this Christmas tree theme, we're going to go ahead and skip the ribbon. Now going into the garland, I do have quite a few options here. The frozen garland is a beautiful one because it has these little drips of ice on that are going to be a little bit more organic, that as you put them around the Christmas tree, they'll be a nice option to give some texture and dynamic. Crystal garland is a beautiful option because crystals are just going to really give you that nice icy prismatic appearance to your Christmas tree. Especially this one here that you can actually trim and you can put these crystals draping down, so you don't only have to wrap them around the Christmas tree. You can cut small pieces of this and just drape it down off the Christmas tree to maintain that cascading icicle effect. There's of course some nice icicle garland to give you more icicles throughout your Christmas tree, and I really like the look and the effect of adding tinsel to a Christmas tree. So just entirely covering that Christmas tree with lots and lots and lots of tinsel. And certainly this will make your Christmas tree a little bit more messy, but I think the effect is very dramatic and glamorous and absolutely worth it, especially if you don't have animals that are going to get into it and or small children. Moving into the pics of this Christmas tree, I want to again emphasize that I'm picking things that are going to drape down the tree. So I did have some white and silver pics that would look really nice dispersed throughout the Christmas tree, just to give this look that there is snow falling down or icicles falling down off this tree. I have a couple of options for some crystal picks as well because I like the look of crystals in this theme. They give that nice sparkle that we're going to be looking for in this Christmas tree that you would expect with an icy tree. And then I added in some crystal branches as well, mostly because I think that these are going to look spectacular as a tree topper on the tree. If you wanted to add these in throughout the Christmas tree as well, but mixing them together on the tree top I think would be really beautiful. For the ornaments on this Christmas tree, icicles are really going to be your primary ornament that you're going to want to look for. And I want to emphasize that it's not just, one type of icicle. Varying the style, the shape, and the size of the icicles are going to give you that visual dynamic appearance to your Christmas tree. And you're going to want to place those icicles on the same branch and multiple layers in that branch. So not just one icicle at the end of the Christmas tree branch. Take everything that's sticking out and you're going to want to add multiple on that same limb. And so that way you're really going to get that heavy, dense feeling of icicles. And in my opinion, probably the more you add to the Christmas tree, the better it's going to look. So you really, mix this in with some of the tinsel so that you can create volume, and it's going to be a really beautiful effect. I'm also going to be doing that DIY where I'm going to show you how to make large icicles. That's going to be pretty cool later on this year that you can look out for if you like this look and you would like to get some of those large organic looking icicles for on your Christmas tree. Another ornament that I think is going to be great for this Christmas tree are going to be crystal ornaments. Again, because crystals have that beautiful prismatic feeling that you see even throughout the movie, and with that frozen theme of ice and ice sculptures, it gives that very beautiful, crisp look. And so crystals is going to be a really nice option. So the next thing, you can add in some nice silver or white ones here and there. I did include these beautiful velvet ornaments that I think are nice, and just some of the variety packs that would add some dimension to your Christmas tree and maintain the fact that it's still a Christmas tree with the classic Christmas ornaments. I also think that including some large silver ornaments in the Christmas tree would be pretty. Certainly don't overdo that, but it would be nice to add in little accents a little bit deeper into the tree here and there to give you that pop of a Christmas tree ornament. And then lastly, I did want to include some of these beautiful long finial type ornaments because these are going to really add and complement the draping style of this Christmas tree. So to keep everything kind of elongated, this is going to be a really nice ornament to complement this tree. To top off this Christmas tree, if you didn't want to go with the tree branches that I included at the top under the Pics to create a full and dynamic tree topper, what you could do is also add regular tree toppers. I did find a beautiful snowflake option. These two I think would really add to the icy snowy effect to the tree, as well as this lighted star that I thought was quite lovely. Because of the light in it, I thought that this would be a really nice option. And lastly, the starburst tree topper is a really elegant and would lend itself really nicely to this design. For tree skirts, I believe that a faux fur skirt would be a really beautiful option. This one's a nice big one, and what you could do is actually add a blanket underneath of the skirt as well to make it a little bit fuller and just give it a little bit more of a luxe feeling, so it's not just kind of flat on the ground. You could go with a white collar if you wanted just a crisp look. I found this fluffy tulle one to be really nice because it actually emphasizes that texture that I think is quite beautiful at the bottom of a Christmas tree. And I am a big fan of draping my tree skirts, so adding fabric in a way that it looks somewhat like a ball gown, or just organically, just adding fabric amongst the bottom of my tree to make a tree skirt. I think is a beautiful way to add elegance to a Christmas tree, and I do have videos on how to do that if you would like a demonstration. I added a couple of other things here which I think are really neat. They have these like iridescent holographic ornaments that you can get now, where you can hang them from the ceiling or hang them from your Christmas tree. I actually think that these would look really cool around your tree, maybe dangling from the ceiling like a chandelier. I thought that this was a really neat option and would kind of set that scene in a very cool way. So I like these holographic ornaments. Another thing that might be interesting in this Christmas tree is to think about the lighting a little bit. So instead of relying fully on the lights of the Christmas tree, adding some additional things in. So for example, some icicle lights, well, icicles that actually light up would be really nice. I would anchor them to the ends of the branches is how I would do that. And then kind of hide the cord so that you don't see that amongst the branches. You know, just kind of, you can either wrap them or just kind of tuck them around the branches so that you can't see them, and have the icicles dangling from the ends of prominent Christmas tree branches. Another thing would be pretty are those starburst lights. I think that would add a nice dimension into the Christmas tree, just a little bit of dynamic lighting into the Christmas tree. And the other thing that I was thinking about, I saw these icicle lights that would be so cool to do this kind of feeling on the ceiling of your home. So if you really wanted to create like a full-blown experience, creating a lighting feature on the ceiling of in the room of this Christmas tree would also be really fun, which something I'm thinking about. So I wanted to share that idea with you. And so guys, that's how I would create this beautiful frozen Christmas tree. I also wanted to remind you, it's 6 months out from Christmas. It's a great time to think about maybe looking into my book, The Grandeur of Christmas. This is a wonderful Christmas planner and educational book on how to decorate Christmas trees, how to decorate your home, and it allows you to record and assist you with all your Christmas preparations planning. So it becomes a really great memorabilia item as well to keep in your home for all the seasons, and to look back on your memories from that Christmas season. So check that out. I have a link in the description below. I've had so much fun decorating with you guys today, and I can't wait to see you guys next time for another Disney-inspired Christmas theme. Let me know in the comments below if you like this Christmas tree or if you're thinking about trying it out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.